All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mitchel Blake, FishIBX. Today we're going to bring something a little bit different. We're actually going to chase some brim on the fly rod. This is actually one of my favorite fisheries. This is what got me into fishing in the very beginning, chasing brim. We're going to put a little spin on it. We're going to hit them with the fly rod. And look, all I've got today, this is just a simple Temple Fork Outfitter 7-foot bug launcher. I've got this in 4 or 5 weights, 5, 6 weights, this particular version. I don't know, I really like it. I use this for fly fishing for bass, I use it for shad, I use it for brim. I don't know, it's just a very versatile rod. And it's like I say, it's only 7 foot, so I mean, I'll go to ponds and what have you, and man, I'll even take it to the mountains. It's just, like I say, a little short stick, excellent rod. Floating line with a little Betts popping bug. So I've got a couple different color variations of this. Today I just happen to have a chartreuse on, and you can see a little bit of paint's missing, so it's been a good one. But we're gonna roll up this. Water's high today. Look, the water's been all over the board, but water's extremely high, so these fish may be backing up in the swamp. I think we can pick a few off the edges. There's a lot of trash on the water. Leaves, I don't know, we had a big rainstorm the other day, so it's knocked a lot of debris down in the water. But hey, we're gonna give it a whirl, see if we can break a pattern out, show you guys a pattern. We started out on the main river. That's actually where I wanted to be, but the wind was blowing and the current's ripping and the trash is accumulating. So I just came back here in a little bit of still water, make it a little bit more comfortable, and maybe you guys get to see us catch some big brim. That's the goal. Stay tuned. Let's see what we can make happen. A little bite. Little small guy. Come here, buddy. I caught one the other day, was bringing it out of a slough like that, and a bass tried to eat him. That was pretty cool. And look, there's no telling what you can catch on a little popping bug. We'll get some big brim here in a second. See if we can find some big ones. Got to pick through the little ones. All right, gang, I'm gonna switch spots. I've got a, as the waters come up, you got a lot of stuff that's just coming into the water system. Matter of fact, I keep picking up little sticks and twigs off the water with my bug. So I'm gonna actually switch locations. This has been fishing really good, but like I say, you never know when that water may come up, drop down. If it's not in your favor, find you a spot that is. This is not fishing. I mean, I could pick through it. As you can see, we're catching a few little brim, but the current's kind of pushing me. So much trash on the water, I keep picking it up on my bug. Man, maybe one out of every 3 casts is fishable. But so I'm gonna pick up and run to a spot. I'm gonna find a spot that's a little bit cleaner. That way we can fish the bug more efficiently. And if you notice, the wind is blowing right down this little gut here. I'm gonna go find a spot that I can get opposite of the wind. So that way it's not messing with my boat speed or messing with the line. So let's go find us another little spot, see if we can pick a few fish. Came up, little fish hit it. We'll put it right back down in that shade. Little fish hit it. That's one way to get him out of there.
So I noticed that you're reeling in by physically pulling on the line. Is that so you don't mess up your length adjustment?
It is. Little small guy, like I say, three or four casts. We had 3 or 4 hits. That guy was sitting back there in the shade. He hit it pretty doggone good.
Swallowed it. Suck that thing down.
Not a very big guy. We've been catching all size classes from way smaller to him to absolutely massive. See you, buddy. Thanks for playing. And look, when I wanted to give you guys kind of a tip that I see from the guiding aspect. I get a lot of customers. Some of them like to fly fish. Some of them I'm teaching to fly fish. Otherwise, they might be new to the sport. And a lot of people, when they catch a fish, want to put it on the reel. And what I mean by want to put it on the reel, that fish saw that thing coming and almost landed on his head. Otherwise, when they get bit, they'll want to wind this. The gear ratio here is so slow that I don't even mess with it. I mean, because you'd have to wind it all the way in, get your fish off, then pull it all the way out. So I'm mostly hand line all my fish in. Unless it's a big fish, then I put it on the reel. They want a good strike. There's a decent one. There's a decent one. You notice he came up and hit it a little differently. When they come up and hit it like that. And sometimes you'll find a bed of them. I think that the bigger fish have pushed back a little bit. And sometimes, even though the water's high, sometimes they'll drop off the edge and be in 4 or 5 foot of water. So it's just no telling. Again, another little small guy. Nothing big, nothing major yet. We're just testing out a little pattern. In a second, I'm gonna spin around. We're gonna hit the shady side and see if there's a difference. Another little small bite. I have seen, well, let me put it this way. I have fished a creek before and on a given day and not done, not caught any big fish. Come back a couple days later to fish it and catch all big fish. Or a lot of big fish mixed in. Over the years, I've seen that play out time and time and time again. Some days the big fish will bite, some days it's small fish, and I don't know what makes it that way, but I can tell you guys this: if you're fishing on your own and you visit a creek or one of your favorite fishing holes and all you catch are small fish, there may be a case there where that's all that's there, but I would give it 2 or 3 fishing opportunities before you write it off for the season. Because like I say, I have fished a creek before and catch nothing but small fish, come back a week later and catch big fish. I don't know, there's moon phase that may have something to do with it or just that particular day. And that was a prime example. Little fish, you saw how that one fish came up and hit it and pushed the bug, didn't get hooked. That time I straightened my line up till my bug moved and then I put it right back on pause. Even though he's a little fish, it got him. And if you're around little fish, a lot of times their mouth is small, so he's trying to get all that in that little mouth. So like I say, they'll push the bug if there's any slack in the line. See you, buddy. And it's just simply when that fly hits the water, I give it one tug just to straighten it up. All right, I'm gonna spin the boat around. I'm gonna go down the shady side. You saw us fish the sunny side. I don't know, we caught 2 or 3 fish. Everything was small, but we had a bunch of bites. So we know there's fish on that side. But I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna flip over to the shady side and see if there's more fish on the shady side. And we fished probably a 150-yard stretch, if even, maybe 125 yards. So let's go right back down the other side, see what happens. Uh-huh. Look out, buddy. Barely hooked. Like I say, they're biting. These guys are biting light today. However, that's starting to be a pretty decent one. That might be Fish of the Day, Fish for this episode. But like I say, we're going to do the transition and show you guys. But anyways, that's what we're after. Him and about twice as big as him. See you, buddy. He went ahead and ate it like he was supposed to. Just like that. All right. Now let's compare notes between the two and see exactly what happened. We fished the same distance, sunny side, shady side. And I think we had definitely more bites on the sunny side. We caught more fish on the sunny side, but they were smaller fish. Half as many bites on the shady side and half as many fish on the shady side. Wouldn't you say as a videographer, looking at it through the screen? But the bigger fish were on the shady side. Coincidence? Don't know. It is what it is. I mean, you saw exactly what happened in that little short span. We're talking about fishing 125 yards. Like I say, bigger fish were on the shady side, a lot more bites and a lot more volume of fish were on the sunny side. And like we're in mid-June, so in my opinion, shady side's a lot more comfortable to fish as far as the angler aspect. But I don't know. I can tell you this, we were getting a lot of little short strikes or a lot of little, bites coming up. They weren't committing to it fully. But just a quick little video, wanted to get your mind spinning, get your wheels turning. Little things to do as an angler. And if you guys want to pick up fly fishing, I would highly recommend it. Get you a little popping bug. Matter of fact, I might have an extra one right here. These are some I had in my pocket. Check this out. Betts makes they make a lot of bugs, and we tie some of our own. But that's a popping bug, and that one is a slow sinker. This one will suspend down underneath the water, slink down slow. That one stays on top. Now, different times of the years, or maybe different times of the year, different areas, these are going to work totally different. One may outfish the other big time. This one has been working by far better than the slow sinks, and we've done both. Maybe I'll do another video on that, but just wanted to show you guys that. Very, very easy. Matter of fact, let me grab my fly box and I'll show you just a little setup that I have here. I keep popping bugs on one side, and generally I'll keep slow sinks on the other. You can see a lot less on this side. We use these a tremendous amount, but popping bugs have definitely, like I say, this year been game on. And if I'm using a slow sink and need a little indicator, just a simple little cork that come in different sizes. It's just a little cork that you put in line. And then I got a 12 pound and a 6 pound that I use for tippet and for leader. And that's basically, I could take that baby anywhere. Just to show you guys the setup today. Leader length is going to be your preference. As you can see there, I'm using about 5 foot. Just with my casting style, that's where I like it. And that does not reduce down. That is not a tapered leader. That's just a straight piece of leader material. It is not a tapered leader. Some folks really like a tapered leader. I go through so much of it, I kind of make my own, put it up there, and rock and roll. If you guys get a chance, if you guys want to learn how to fly fish, want to come out and catch some bluegills, generally I would search and find some bigger fish like the last couple that we caught. I may have to move creeks or move to the main river, but if you guys want a trip, come catch some. Generally on a trip, we try to catch everybody some citation size fish. You know, bluegills over a pound. And like I say, if I had more time on the video today, we would actually bounce creeks and look for bigger fish. But today was just a little pattern shot. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do whatever. If you want a trip, give us a call. Check us out. If you want to learn how to fly fish, we'd love to have you. If you want to teach your kids how to fly fish, we can certainly do it. But yeah, just reach out. Hope you guys enjoy.